Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in this week. This week I want to talk about the newest add-on I've done with my Polaris RZR. You see it behind me, the family fun wagon. This is a big one. I've been thinking about doing something like this for a couple of years. I just haven't found the right kit for the right price and the quality that I kind of want to put on my machine. This is SuperATV's Primal cab enclosure. This came as a kit for my 4-seat RZR. One of the great things about this is they make them for a lot of different models, not just RZRs, not just 4-seaters. Go to their website, SuperATV.com, look it up. You can definitely find a lot of options depending on what kind of machine you have here. Like I said, I run a 4-seat RZR 1000, so this is the kit I got. Very simple kit. I'll take some time to go over it and show you some of the details. The cool thing is that this velcros all along the top. There's a flap inside there. You just put a little bit of velcro on your roll cage, you velcro it up. Very sturdy. And then of course the cool thing with my RZR is I could still fit my solid windshield and my roof over these flaps. Not only does it make a cleaner look, but those also hold that velcro down on there for when you're going down the road. I'm really excited to test that and see how that goes. I think it's going to work really well. The other thing is that on the bottom they actually give you an option. Okay, I went with the snaps. Pretty simple. You can also velcro that bottom. That way when you want to roll the windows up, it's easy and quick to get it out of the way. I like the snaps. It felt a little bit more secure. I also didn't want to put the velcro on my door because I still have the factory decals on there. Just personal preference in that case. So very simple to operate. You just open the zipper, open the door, and there you go. You keep this bottom attached right down here. Very clean, very simple. That's all there really is to it. The install took me a couple of hours. Like I said, very basic. It just follows the lines of the roll cage here. And again, my back windshield covers all that up. And you do still have some adjustability. I can show you on the other side. I haven't totally finished yet. But you see, I did the top first, I did the bottom second. You see how I've got a little bit of this wrinkle in here? The great thing is when that happens, I can just unvelcro the front, back, and the top, and I can retighten it and adjust it. That adjustability is one of the key factors that I wanted when I put a canvas cab enclosure on our RZR. The other huge thing is the price. This is by far the most affordable cab enclosure I could find online. That wasn't some guy in some garage somewhere just hacking it together. I wanted something nice, I wanted good quality, and I didn't want to pay an arm and a leg for it. So SuperATV really stepped up. That's where they're great, right? I run a lot of SuperATV parts on this RZR. I run the Rhino 2.0 axles. Those are bomb-proof. That's what we run in our race car. I run an Assault spare tire carrier, which, if you didn't know, is now owned by SuperATV. Still great quality, bolted right up. Yeah, I run a lot of SuperATV stuff. I never really have any problems with it, and that's the great thing about SuperATV. So I knew when I bought this cab enclosure kit, I would get that quality and that service. So a lot of comments I've heard about cab enclosures in general is how much work does it take to take it off if I don't want to ride with it on? I get that. That's a very understandable question. What I like about this kit is to be honest, I'll probably never take this part off. I'll leave it on all the time because I don't want to take my windshield and roof off just to remove it here and there. So the cool thing is that if you unzip the window and unclip the window, they make a great little holder back here where you can roll this window up and get it up and out of the way. So you can see I roll up this window, I tuck it behind this flap here. It's got nice little snaps that hold that in there. And you can do that with the front, you can do that with the back. and it just keeps that window nice tucked away. You still get your open windows. To be honest, I kind of like leaving that on here. This front's got a couple of snaps. It helps knock that wind down. But yeah, that's what it looks like when it's all opened up. Now, as far as the inside goes, very nice fit and finish. High quality canvas, big zippers. Yeah, it works great. This is not an airtight cab enclosure, but it's very close. There are a few small gaps. Door seams, door gaps, but none of that's really a big deal. This cab enclosure does a great job to keep you clean, to keep you dry, and keep you warm as well. I do not have a heater kit on our RZR, but if most of you have ridden in one of these things with a cab enclosure, you know that coolant system, that coolant line that runs through your mid tunnel there will do a pretty good job of keeping you clean. Now, I know some of you guys are going to give me a little flack for wanting a cab enclosure on my RZR, right? It's all about the experience, riding outdoors on the trails, getting out there, feeling the wind in your hair. I totally get that. I'm a motorcycle guy. I totally get that. But I live in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado at 8,500 feet. And to be honest, if we go off of temperature, our riding season here is done in October. Right about this time of year. We are already hitting 15 degrees at night. It's cold. It doesn't warm up until around noon, and snow is right around the corner. So for me to get my family out in October, November, and even early season riding, April and May, we have to have an enclosure. We need to stay warm. We need to stay dry. It just makes it that much more enjoyable for the whole family if you can be comfortable while you're riding. So I'm a huge advocate for these kind of cab kits, especially in Colorado. Now, if I'm gonna go to Moab in the summertime, totally different story. Sand Hollow, that area, yeah, I get it. A cab enclosure seems kind of silly. But I'm telling you guys, in the next 24 hours, I'm gonna have over 6 inches of snow, and I don't wanna be done riding yet. So that's why I really push these cab enclosures. This is going to extend my family's riding at the beginning and the end of the season. It's going to make it that much more comfortable. And when I'm up at Taylor Park in Taylor Park, Colorado in August, great weather, beautiful weather, but rainy weather, I can just roll the windows up and everybody can stay dry. I love the idea of that. So we don't have a lot of ride time in this cab enclosure yet. I've just gotten it, got it put on in the last week. So I'm gonna have another video here with a little bit of our R&D and how we feel about it once we get it out on the trails. I do wanna tell you, I'm really impressed so far. The install was great. That's always important to me because I like to do my own work and put my own parts on. So the fact I could do this in my garage pretty much by myself, huge thumbs up to SuperATV for designing it like that. The price is a huge point for me because at the end of the day, I am building my RZR on a budget. And that's really important. Happy wife, happy life, right? And the third thing is that it's functional. It does exactly what I want it to do. I've been really happy with all my SuperATV parts I've bought in the past, and this is no different than those. Thanks for tuning in today, everybody. Really appreciate you checking out the channel. Like I said, I've got some other parts reviews I'm going to put out here, stuff that I run on my RZR or stuff that we run on our race car. I really just want to thank you for taking the time to watch the video. I've got a busy weekend. As you can see in the back here, I'm getting packed and ready. We've got Ultra 4's Nationals, Legends of the Fall race this weekend in Disney, Oklahoma. So we are packing up the race trailers. We are packing up our campers. We are headed east. Check us out at the Pit Guys podcast. Check out my cohort's YouTube channel, Doing Stuff with Hopper. We'll post a lot of stuff after the race. Yeah, thanks for checking us out. We really appreciate it. Smash that like and subscribe button. Send this to your friends. Thanks for tuning in.